Bitcoin and crypto are only going up from here right now. Well, in this video, we're going to have a little bit of a look at that. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about some of the support, the resistance levels that we're seeing. I'm going to talk to you a bit about some of the trades that I'm starting to get into again. I have entered into a couple more trades. I'll just skim through them, and then later on this week, I'm going to do another live session for us, perhaps even tomorrow. So make sure to hit that notification bell. And then I'm going to go through the trades that I've done and why I've done those. So make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for being here with me, and welcome back to the Crypto Bliss Show. Thank you for being here. I'm Kiara Ducasse. And guys, if you want to go and trade ahead with me, make sure to hit my Bybit and Bitflex links down in the comments pinned below just for you and in the description of the video. You guys can see I'm bringing you some crazy content, so don't be missing out. Right now, in this moment and today, I am about a pound away at some videos for you guys. So make sure to hit that notification bell because we are about to explode. I want to see the channel explode to 2,000 subscribers, maybe by the end of December. Can we do that, guys? Do you think we can do that? Let me know down in the comments below if you think we can do that. Let's do that together, and maybe I'll actually give away a really decent prize here. So let's get this channel going and growing, guys. All right. Today on the Morales Money Bubbles, there's blood in the streets once again, and it is what it is. But, guys, I don't know about you, but I've been buying. You know, you can't not be buying and be being very, very active in this market at this point. Because as you can see, when there's days where the market are bleeding, you're getting discounts. These are discount opportunities to buy something at discounted moments, guys. This is one of the craziest things that you actually need to know about in this channel. All right, so today the cryptocurrency market cap is sitting at 1.61 trillion. We're down 2% for the day. Trading volume slightly down a little bit at 84 billion, excuse me. And as you guys can see over here, Bitcoin is down. I mean, there's a bit of blood in the streets here today, guys. You can see things are just bleeding out a little bit here. But guess what? We're actually just chilling at the same levels that we've been chilling at for the past couple days. So, you know, I really don't. And you know what? Maybe I'm going to enter into a specific trade at the end of this video. So if you want to stay tuned, make sure to stay right to the end of the video, and then you guys will see why and what it is I'm thinking about that particular trade. Now that I just saw something over there, guys, you still have crazy pumps in the market happening, but the fear and greed index has slipped away over the past 2 days, down to 65, almost 10 points down from the highs of last week, which is pretty interesting. You know, there's a trader who caught an early 2023 crypto rally, predicts Bitcoin surges to 60,000, but there is a catch. So basically, if you compare the consolidation that we had in 2018 and the bear market afterwards to this one in 2021, they're strikingly similar so far. You had a massive spike. So you had a massive spike, okay? Then you had one big down candle. Then you had, from the all-time high for both 2018 and 21, you had 2 months of consolidation here, 3 months of consolidation in 21, and then another nuke. So it's pretty similar. So you have the high, you have the consolidation, you have the low, and you have the high consolidation low. So what he's basically saying is a spike, consolidate, low, spike, consolidate, low, spike, consolidate, low, spike, consolidate low. Maybe we do have a pullback down to about 36,000. If it happens now, that would be very, very interesting. We haven't even reached the spike up here yet. I think we need to hit the all-time highs before we pull back down here. And guys, I wouldn't be surprised if we actually spiked up to the all-time highs and then collapsed down to like 35,000. I mean, spiking up to like 70, 72,000. And then spike and then dropping right back down to like 35, 39,000, somewhere around there. I wouldn't be surprised if the market did that, if Bitcoin did that. So a top trader predicts parabolic rally for Solana competitor. Here's his upside target. So Solana challenger Sui. So we've got Sui here that's kind of just chilling at the moment. And as you can see here, it's risen over 122%. And pretty much carrying on, guys. So for me, it is actually a really good trade. I I would definitely get this on spot, and I would take a small entry on leverage position. So maybe we'll do that a little bit later. Who knows? We'll see. We'll have a look at them, and if so, we'll just enter whatever, $5. We'll just get into the trade, guys. I like to go small with you because you can learn how to build accounts from $5 right up to thousands of dollars. And I like doing this with you guys because you can add to your positions when the positions are, gaining their momentum. And that's the point here, is that you have the patience to build your position. You don't just get in and hard leverage, high leverage, and get absolutely crashed out, stopped out every single time. You're wasting your time, your energy, you're creating more anxiety. So, if you want to know more about trading, subscribe to my channel. Now, I'll be sharing a lot more of that over the December festive season. So, trader bullish on Cosmos or Atom says one Dogecoin rival setting up for the next leg up. Here's his outlook. So, Atom coins like Atom are laggards, but finally waking up a bit. Probably going to keep an eye on this one and expect $15 to come if BTC plays nice. I would expect the same thing. I am in a Cosmos trade. I am waiting for us to hit that $15 level. I think we could reach the $27 to $28 level quite easy on this coin. Pretty decent right now. But next up, the trader says a Solana-based meme coin and Dogecoin rival Bonk could be headed higher. I agree with him, and that's why I have bought myself some Bonk using my spot account on Bybit. Click my link down here. You can buy it on spot. Plus, I added a small position of leverage to my Bybit on my Bybit account down there. So make sure not to miss out on that. Hit my Bybit link, and you can go and do the same as me. I actually entered that position now, just like 20 minutes before I did this video. So it's probably good to have some exposure to this meme. He's saying he's out of his position, but he's considering re-entering. And as you know, as ETH ends up, ETH is just backtesting this area here right now. So even if we sit here for a moment, we are getting ready to pump up to that 3,000, 3,500 level very, very soon on ETH, guys. So, if you're bullish, then I don't know, I can't help you. But as you can see here, German asset manager DWS joins Galaxy to issue a Euro stable coin, okay, which in all unity, a new joint venture by DWS, Galaxy, Flow, and Flow Traders plans to issue the Euro stablecoin on all major public permissionless layer 1s and layer 2s, as well as the DeFi use cases. Pretty darn freaking awesome. Well, if you're selling any of your Bitcoin right now, this is what's busy happening to you guys. Shout out to you, Bitcoin Archive, for the short little GIF. But basically, BlackRock is scooping up all the Bitcoin from the weak hands. Ha! Guys, don't be these little fish here, okay? You're smarter than that. And if you are, smash the thumbs up, because I know you are. And breaking, Argentina devalues its peso by over 50%. And this is why Bitcoin just continues to go crazy. Look at the Bitcoin to the Argentinian peso. It hit a high of 16,332,300 pesos per one Bitcoin, guys. In dollars, one Bitcoin is whatever, $40,000 today, okay? That's like a fraction of this entire thing here. That's why these places, these countries are just printing their money into oblivion. And the dollar will follow suit, but it will probably be one of the last, if not the last, to fall. Okay, now look at this. In 1 year, if you were holding Bitcoin, you would now have 413% pesos. So in other words, if you had bought one Bitcoin and it was worth 1 million pesos at that time, you now have 4.13 million pesos, okay, essentially, if you were willing to sell your Bitcoin into pesos, which, as you can see, not a fuck would I. So I hope you wouldn't. Let me know down in the comments below if you would or wouldn't. Just in, the SEC met with BlackRock yesterday for the third time to discuss their Bitcoin ETF. The SEC also met Grayscale, Fidelity, and Franklin Templeton during the week. All ETFs are lined up for approval. So as you can see here, on December 8th, Molly Kim, Thomas McGowan, Sarah Shan, Corporation Finance participated in a meeting with Carl Murray and Sarah The discussion concerns CBO's BZX's proposed rule to list and trade shares of the Franklin Bitcoin ETF under code. Okay, this is happening whether you guys like it or not. The pullbacks are opportunities to buy, and that's why I say to you guys, when it's red and there's blood on the streets, absolutely go crazy, go berserk. Whatever ammo you can buy, whatever you can sell that you don't need, use that money and invest it into the crypto space. Without this video being financial advice, I'm just telling you what it is that is good option and opportunity right now for me, for you, and I'm just being very real with you guys. I've seen it myself, you know, and so have so many other people. So don't be wasting your time out here. Breaking: El Salvador's Bitcoin volcano bonds will be officially issued in Q1 next year. Oh, isn't that interesting? Isn't the Bitcoin halving also at the end of Q1, beginning of Q2? It's in April, right? Which is the end of March, which is when this bond will be released, right? Literally before. Holy crap, guys! I mean, if you haven't seen all the news that I've been sharing with you guys on my live, on my videos here, I can't help you. You need to keep up with the channels. Even I'm keeping up, and I really absolutely am working so hard, making sure that I'm bringing you the fastest, most up-to-date content every single time I do a video for you guys. So the volcano has just received the regulatory approval from the Digital Assets Commission, CNAD. History is in the making. Now, if you're still not bullish after seeing all of these things and looking at these, well, then I have something that is going to absolutely surprise you in a moment. So make sure to stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so yet. But remember, I said to you that in my videos here, that Google, okay, I said it to you here, I said it to you here, I said it to you in my live, that Google has been, is approving basically trusts to be able to market their crypto. Okay, so guess what? Well, since that, Google searches for Bitcoin have spiked sharply. Probably nothing, right? Look at how crazy the spikes for Bitcoin have gone, guys. If you are not understanding that we are literally at the beginning of the cycle, I don't know what you're going to do, but this is about to be the biggest, craziest bull cycle you have ever seen. And I'll show you that in the charts in a little moment. So make sure to stay tuned. I'm just going to make sure that those are all nice and refreshed for us. But before I do that, I have to show you two things here very quickly. This Mayer multiple. Now, as you can see here, between this peak and this peak was 16 months. This peak and this peak was 14.5 months, which is basically the bear trend into the capitulation trend before we started the massive bull cycle, essentially. So 16 months bear trend, 14 months bear trend or capitulation. We've now had 33 months of sideways capitulation action. We have not even hit the bull cycle yet. And even the Mayer multiple is saying here that we have a potential of a 72K target up here, okay, before we maybe even get one retest pullback back down to that level, down to the MM level. So I said to you about 35, 39, but this is saying about 24. I don't know. I don't think so. But these oscillators and these levels often aren't wrong. As you can see, there's an average in them, and don't take it for literal. Do your own research, and I'll show you one day how to do your own research, because of course that is so important. If you guys would like a video on how to do your own research in crypto and crypto projects and how to actually make big cash, make sure to let me know down in the comments below, and I will do that video for you. So very, very quickly, we're going to shoot through some of the news that we are about to experience, because today, as you guys can see, we've had all the news already, but we have in 28 minutes, we have PPI, which is definitely going to make the markets move, and they're suggesting that it's going to be a little bit higher, which could essentially make the dollar move up a little bit. Then we have crude oil inventories, also a little bit better, which means that it could move up a little bit higher. So then later on, we actually have the FOMC economic projections, the FOMC statement, and the Fed interest rate decision. Are we going to pause? If we pause, we will continue and resume the bull cycle rally. If you don't think that, then I can't help you. You really just need to learn here what's going on. Later on, we have the Kiwi GDP. So there's lots of stuff happening out here. So not only that, we also on Thursday, we have CPI data, and then Friday, there's a couple other news items. So where is it? Here, that's Thursday. So Thursday here, we have the Swiss PPI. We have the Swiss interest rate bank decision. We also have the Euro interest bank rate decision. We have the British Bank of Rate decision on Thursday and the Euro on Thursday. We also have retail sales on Thursday. And then Friday, we have a, let's go and see, I'll show you here. Here you go. So we have S&P PMI services, guys. So those are going to be the market movers in the events of this week, guys. The markets are going to move, whether you like it or not. So make sure to subscribe to the channel. Stay close by because I have a lot to share with you. Now, let's go and have a look at the quick Dixie. The Dixie. All right. So, guys, as I said to you, if we have a breakout of this trend line here, the likelihood of us kind of coming back up to this level is quite high, just to retest and make a kind of another lower high, essentially. So there would be a lower high and a lower high. Right now, as you can see, inverse head and shoulders. So very interesting because a lot of crypto actually has an inverse head and shoulders pattern busy unfolding as well. So, the dollars, what is the dollar going to go up? Are we about to start seeing hyperinflation? I doubt it, but we are in the process of seeing stagflation. And for me, that's why this dollar is just literally just chilling hard in this range zone here right now. So who knows where the dollar is actually going in the next little while, but we do know it will eventually come down and all other assets will pump to the moon and beyond. So right now, as you can see here, you can see the RSI is kind of resetting. Then you can see here the MACD has crossed over. So there is a bit of kind of sell pressure here at the moment. Like I said to you guys, I don't see us coming below this 39K level. Really, I don't. That's my personal view. But if I go and look at the 4-hourly time frame, guess what, guys? Look at how on 2 time frames right now we have an inverse head and shoulders pattern. Okay, so first of all, let me just go and make it a nice clear. Sorry, let's put that back, whatever that was, and then delete that. Okay, so as you guys can see here, the first current inverse head and shoulders is here. That's the first shoulder. That's the head. This is potentially the next shoulder over here. So I was a little bit wrong with that that marker over there. So as you guys can see, that is what we're potentially looking at on this time frame. Now, guess what? I have to show you that there is another potential of a, especially because of the MACD on this time frame and the 8-hourly time frame is kind of bottoming out, plus the RSI is bottoming out, plus our candles keep wicking up and getting sucked back up off the top of this channel line over here, which tells me that there's a lot of buying opportunities. So if they were going to cause another liquidation cascade, that could literally bring us down to the bottom end of this angle, which is about 38,000. So don't rule that out. Okay, that's what I'm just being very cautious. If but we get some interesting news and they hold the federal interest rate decision, guys, this thing is going to break through this downtrend, It is going to fuck off up here. We'll probably reach a candle up there and then get rejected somewhere back down to retest, make a higher low, and then start to break through that area. Okay. Now, just what I want to show you then is based on my presumption of what we could see over the next couple of days, while you and I are building our positions using my links down pinned in the comments of this video, my Bitflex and my Bybit links, guys, I'm in quite a few trades now, and I'm going to carry on getting in because the bull cycle is about to continue to resume. We had a nice flush out. I don't think people are going to be selling their Bitcoin. There's no reason to sell Bitcoin, especially with all the hype and the news about everything that I've just shown you in this video. So make sure to smash the thumbs up for the alpha content, guys. You can see here, boom. First shoulder, head, potential next shoulder. That will give us another head and shoulders pattern, okay, that we could essentially be breaking out. And look how that brings us very, very close up to our 48,000 target, which, in fact, let's do this. I'm going to bring it right down to the wick and right up to the top of that wick, okay? Let's be absolutely precise because the likelihood is it's exact. Look at that. Look at how insane charts are. Look at how easy it is to decipher where the market is going to head, guys. So that is our 618 level, as you guys know. All right, 48,621. That is all the way up there. At that point, guys, I wouldn't be surprised I wouldn't be surprised if we pulled back and hit a hard pullback down to this 35 to 39K level, like I've been talking, before we carry on the rally up to the top side. You know, there's a lot of bullish action. There's a lot of news that's coming out. There's a lot of stagflation across all currencies and all economies. So the only thing that's really doing well, as you guys know, is Bitcoin. So I just want to go and show you one last chart, because this is something that I showed you on one of the Twitter feeds that I showed you. But as you can see here, we made this pump up to this level. We had this pullback. Then we made a pump up, a spike up, a pullback. Then we broke through and then had a crazy double candle pump. Then we pulled back. Then we pumped up. Then we pulled back. Okay, off the bottom, we've pulled. We've gone up. We've pulled back. We've now pulled up. I mean, this is still the 3-month candle. It hasn't closed yet. It's going to close at the end of this year. Do we see a continuation in the rally through December to this peak area, tapping it in the same manner as this did? Or are we going to see it as a peak like this? Because this was a peak. You see there, that's that peak. Then we had this peak and then a strong pullback. So are we going to see a couple months of pullback right down to there, which is essentially that same area of support line? As you can see, that would be then probably along there, my green line at 35, like I keep saying to you guys, and then a strong, absolute crazy candle pump up right to the top of the continuation of this pattern here, guys. So many things could happen for us right now. I don't know. I don't have a genie in a bottle, but what I do, and what I do know, and I can tell you, is that charts don't lie. The levels don't lie. You've just got to make your own decision as to what you believe is going to happen. And guys, if I'm looking at the altcoin market cap, look at the same thing has happening here. The wicks are getting bought up on my green line. It's telling me that it's time. The RSI is busy resetting. We've had the MACD that's kind of just chilling out after a little bit of a stabilization. We are ready to pump. Let's go and have a look at my trades. But before I do that, subscribe to the channel, guys, because I love you guys, and I know you guys love me. So thanks for being here. I really appreciate you all. You know, it takes good alpha, and this has been a crazy time to do good alpha. So look at there, and this is why I wanted to show you that inverse head and shoulders pattern, because you can actually see it quite nicely forming here, because there's your first shoulder, then there's your head. So shoulder, head, and then another shoulder pattern kind of forming somewhere there. I would say is what could actually happen. So yeah, I mean, that's just, yeah. What do you guys think about that? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know down in the comments below. All right, so you can see we're trying to get back up above here, which essentially we would need to get back up above that zone right there, because that's the zone of resistance. Now, I'm going to just pull this line across a little bit more so that we know where this area actually is. And as you guys can see here, we essentially have to get above this triangle, this pattern, which would break us out to the top of it, amazingly hitting that resistance, then maybe a pullback. And as you can see, that would be up to that resistance as well. Then a pullback for that right shoulder pattern, and then a absolute obliteration. So we could see that. I'd like to know what you guys think about it, but that's my personal view. And let's go and see what trades I have actually got myself into, guys. So my Bitcoin is 396% in profit. If I see us starting to break out of this position, okay, upwards, I will start to add more to my position. You guys saw, I told you I bought a little bit more there. I'm just being a little bit cautious because I don't want to raise my my buy entry, which is all the way nicely down here. Okay, I don't want to raise my buy entry so high while we're at a point where we might not even actually go crazy. We might just have one little more spike up to this 48K level and see a return down from there. So that is a high possibility, guys. Now, here's my bond trade. I told you I got into it earlier on. There, I entered $6. I did a 2,000 position. It's at 3x leverage only, okay? I want to manage my risk right now, and that's 1.35% in the profit. Then I got my Cardano trade. I have got, I've got another entry on my Cardano trade, and I've now made some of my positions about 20x leverage. You can see it's now 1,100% in profits. My algo trade is also 10x, and I'm now 5.7% in profit. I got into my atom. You can see, guys, $4, $6. I mean, really, it's not a lot. I mean, this AVAX trade actually has pumped like crazy, but you know, I've now made it into a 15x, and because of that, this position only basically went from $1 because my entry was at somewhere there, $14. So I'm adding to my position, and as you can see, my AVAX position is actually sitting now in about 2,400% profit because of that leverage change. Because remember, I only had it on 5x leverage, so I've now tripled the leverage, and so that's what I've done. I got into a blur 10x position, also about $4, and I'm up 5%. I've got more added to my Dodge position, and it increased the leverage, so it's now 312%. My Ethereum trade unfortunately got stopped out because even though it was in profits, it got stopped out. And it got stopped out because I put my stop loss at a specific level, and obviously it came down a little bit this morning to that level, but it's okay. I added more to my position, back in the profit here, guys. It was like a $90 or $110 position. I've now just made it a 30 because I need to manage the risk. So I'll continue to add to my ETH position, absolutely and undoubtedly, and I will also continue to add to my Bitcoin position in all of those wonderful ways also. So let's go and have a look at Filecoin. So Filecoin is my position is a 10x position. I put $9 into that. We're up 6% already. Injective is 5x position. I'm already up 10% on that trade. I got into a Celestia trade, $5.6. I'm up 20% already. And then a Uniswap position is 6%. Let's go and have a look at the two trades that I was thinking of. So the first one is DOT. Let's go and enter into a DOT trade if it looks good. Not if it doesn't look good, we won't enter into it. Guys, I will be doing some crazy videos for you guys, so make sure to subscribe to the channel. But let's go and see what our DOT perpetuals are actually doing. Oh boy, look at that. You see higher lows. We could essentially be coming for a little bit of a breakout pattern here. And that's why, guys, this is why I'm saying it's a good time to build your positions, because look at that. Okay. Yes, we might continue a down sort of trend, but if I was drawing this for you, look at this level of support that we've hit right here. Okay, which is essentially where we've bounced off here for a low and another low. And essentially we've now made higher lows, okay, which for me is a very good sign, and it tells me that this is a good point to accumulate and build a bit of your Dodge position while we're still within this triangle, because the likelihood of it is we break up upwards. So I would get into the trade somewhere within this triangle, and then kind of put my stop loss below this level at $6.13. So let's go and enter into a small 10x leverage position. Esther, 10x position. Sorry, guys. I have to do something there quickly. So basically, I'm gonna say to you, maybe we see a little bit of a pullback to the 6.884 level. Okay. No, sorry. The 6.868 level. That's what I was trying to say. Okay, then we'll go order by quantity. Let's see if we do 10. I'll do 10 for us. Take profit and stop loss. I'm going to move it aside. That's what I said to you. So $6.10. Let's see if it works for us at this leverage. No. So we actually need to go like $6.30. I'm happy with the 82%. And the reason I put my at least I got my stop loss, but the reason I put it so low is because I essentially want to be building on the position, even if it does come down just ever so slightly. So that's all, folks. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I actually had a call. So check this out. Check this out. Even my dots is kind of going up already. So that's cool. I like that. You can see I've added my stop loss under there. And I think that's, you know, just typically because this would be essentially the upward sloping trend that I would draw in there. You can see how nicely refined that is. Okay, that I don't think that we're going to break down below here, but that will also, as I say, depend on the behavior of Bitcoin. So DOT was the one trade that we wanted to get into, and then there was another one that I saw. Let us go and quickly have a look on the Morales money bubbles, because that's where I think I saw it. Let's see here. What did I see? Uni? No, it wasn't Uni. It wasn't AVAX. It wasn't Dodge. It wasn't Gala. It wasn't any of the Sui. That was the one. Sui. Let's go and check out Sui, guys. And let's go and do this together. So Sui. Okay, so Sui's down ever so slightly today. But let's go and see what we can find in a position for Sui, guys. Do you like this? Do you like kind of just a cappella kind of things in the video? Because I actually like doing this for you guys. I think it's really cool that, whoa, look at that bouncing off this level. Look at that bouncing off this level. Hey ho, Santa Claus is coming early now. Ah, look at that, guys. I would say probably that would be a decent area to draw that line. Okay, then I would say to you that that's also part of the upward trend, sloping trend there. Look at that area. Then the last line I would say to you, and look at how it actually crossed this whole zone right here. Okay, the same thing here, guys. Double bottom. In fact, it's a triple bottom. 1, 2, 3. That's a triple bottom. I would be happy to get into a small position here. So I normally use isolated. You guys know that I prefer isolated. So I always change that to isolated. Let's go and see Sui. Now Sui's, let's go and just have a look at the daily time frame before we actually do anything. So the daily time frame does, it kind of looks like it's just sitting. I'd be happy to get into a smallest position, especially because this downsloping trend is actually coming from all the way down here, really. And then we also have this upsloping trend up here. I mean, we can't really draw it from there, but I would say that that's more or less the line. So, you know, we are actually at the bottom of the area, maybe potentially going to make a higher high and then higher lows, etc. So let's see what happens, but I'm prepared to get into a small position here. So 6-2. 6-2. I like my 2s and my 3s, so I'm going to enter my 6-2, 3-3. I'm happy with a small 10x position. Let's see. I would put my stop loss kind of somewhere underneath here. To be very honest with you, it's 0.56. So let's go and see. Let's go see how many we want. So 100 Sui would be okay for now. Shall we do 100 Sui, guys? 0.56. Let's see. No, doesn't give us. So 5.7. 5.777. Let's go 5.777. Okay, I like the sevens. I like the numbers. Let's go and see. Take a bit of a long position. So 5.77 will cover. It won't get me liquidated. Getting liquidated in trades is not the best, guys. So there you go. We've put the limit in for Sui. We've put the limit in for DOT here on the channel. You guys can see how I do that now. I hope you guys enjoy this. You can see all my trades are in profits, and we're going to continue to make money on this channel. And let's go and do that together. Thank you for being here with me on the Crypto Bliss channel. If you have not yet, hit my links down below. Click them so that you guys can make some money with me during these during these pumps here. And let's go and do some incredible stuff, guys. Now, just bearing in mind that these trades, before I go, these trades are not for the next 2, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. These trades are where you're going to build and you're going to add $5, $3, $2, whatever it is that you can add to the equivalent of your derivatives portfolio using my links down below. Do that for yourself with the leverage that you choose to feel comfortable with. And then you guys can go ahead and make some crazy gains here, because these gains are going to be over the next couple like weeks to maybe 3 months. Okay. And I would hold into these positions and slowly move the stop loss up, so that you can actually bank some profit at all of this, guys. We're going to watch us turn this account from $1,000, okay? It's currently sitting at $1,000 on this account. In the derivatives, you can see here it's about $700 now. But there's about $1,000 because I have about $300 worth of ETH and then a few things on spots. It's a little bit more than 1,300. But essentially, in my derivatives account, call it $700. We're going to turn $700 into $10,000 before the end of January. Watch the space. Thank you for being here. I truly appreciate every single one of you. And if you want to watch the journey, subscribe to the channel. Much love to you all, you blessed, beautiful, benevolent souls. Appreciate you, and we'll see you on the next one.